und herzlich willkommen zum Billy-Podcast. Ich, Alexander, mit meinem Freund Bilal werden Ihnen jetzt den Ursprung des bilingualen Unterrichts erklären. Als erstes wird mein Freund Ihnen ein paar Fakten zum bilingualen Kurs vorstellen. Danach werden auch Interviews geführt und im Anschluss werden auch dem Direktor Fragen gestellt. Seit dem Schuljahr 1992 bis 1993 wurde die Bilingualskurs angeboten. In der 5. und 6. Klasse erhalten die Bili-Kinder 2 Stunden zusätzlich Englischunterricht in der Woche. Ab Klasse 7 wird der Sachfachunterricht zunehmend in englischer Sprache erteilt. Im Moment wird zunächst das Fach Erdkunde bilingual unterrichtet in den Jahrgangsstufen 8, 9 und 10, Geschichte und Politik dazu. Der erweiterte Englischunterricht lässt immer wieder Zeit für Projekte, die über den Lehrplan hinausgehen. Wenn mich jemand gefragt hätte, ob ich wieder in die Bilingualklasse gehen würde, hätte ich direkt ja gesagt, weil Bilingual mir viel geholfen hat.
Hello, sir. I am here to interview you today.
Good morning. Nice to be here.
All right. So my first question is, what class did you teach for the first time at GSG?
Let me first introduce myself. My name is Mr. Fabricius.
Okay.
And I came to this comprehensive school as a teacher for English. And it was then called Social Studies, Sozialwissenschaften. Mm-hmm. And I taught English and political science.
Nice. Very interesting.
Thank you.
The second question is, why did you start with English bilingual?
When or why?
Why?
The why is easy to be answered because in 1992 the school administration made a decision to start the bilingual branch. Mm-hmm. And teachers could then volunteer if they wanted to teach a course bilingually.
Okay.
And I have always been very fond of English. And I thought I could do this because my family comes from the United States.
All right. That's also very interesting. All right. The third question is, in which country were you born?
I was born in Germany, in the state of Hesse, in a town called Offenbach, near Frankfurt.
Oh, nice. So, do you remember what day it is?
Today?
No, what day it was when you were born.
Oh, my birthday.
Yeah, basically.
I was born on the 14th of July in 1946.
Okay. The fourth question is, how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
No problem, I'm 78 years old.
All right. Understandably, actually, because you were here one of the first teachers, as I heard. Yeah. And the final question is, what languages do you speak?
Although I'm a language teacher, I only speak German and English. Privately, I'm a student too, and I take some courses in the adult education, VHS, in Spanish. At the moment, I'm in a course that's called Canto y Discusión, where you sing Spanish songs and you talk about them. But I don't speak French or any other language.
Okay, nice. Thank you for letting me interview you today.
No problem.
Hello, Mr. Günster. Nice to interview you today.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. At first, what's your full name?
My name is Ralf Günster. Günster is my surname, right?
Okay. What was your favorite subject in school?
English, of course, together with my second subject, which was psychology.
Okay.
You do not pronounce the P at the beginning, right? Psychology.
But what was the craziest thing that happened here at school?
The craziest thing? Oh, that's a very good question. In terms of crazy, to my mind, crazy was everything we did here concerning exchange programs. You know, we talked about that earlier on, like, you know, our exchange program with Knowsley, which is part of Liverpool, and also the European exchange programs with Finland, Spain and Italy. That was, to my mind, the craziest thing we had.
Okay.
Because it was fun, you know, it was fun.
Hello, Mr. Günster. I am
Hello.
the second member of Emjan's group to ask you the last 3 questions. So, the 4th question is, how do you feel at your last lesson as a teacher?
Oh, yeah, that was back in 2015, so nearly 10 years ago. Yeah, it was sort of mixed feelings. On the one hand, I was quite happy, you know, to be on my own, to be free in quotation marks. On the other hand, and I'm still missing that, I've missed, you know, the contact with students. And that was, you know, my idea to do something else in sports, you know, together, being together with kids, you know, being in contact with kids, most important to me.
Nice. Understandable answer.
All right.
Yeah. The 5th question is, what was your most hated subject?
Mine?
Yes.
Mathematics, of course. I hated it. When I was a student like you, I really did. I hated it, you know. And I was not very good at mathematics either. You know, my mark was like between 5 and 6, normally.
Wow.
So I helped myself by being quite good at subjects like English, you know, social sciences and so on. But mathematics, no way.
Yeah. Okay, the last question is, what inspired you to start your journey as a teacher?
Another good question. When I left my school, you know, having done the Abitur, you know, at our school here in Moers called Adolfinum, I didn't have any clue of what to do. I joined the army for 2 years, Bundeswehr.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I thought to myself, oh my God, I think it would be a good idea to become a teacher, you know. So when I left school, having been a student, I didn't have a clue of what to do once again. But then, in these 2 years, you know, I decided to become a teacher.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Aiden. I'm the substitute for Mr. Sweetner. Mr. Sweetner is a former student of the GSG school. Unfortunately, he couldn't come because of work reasons, but luckily I could write some questions per email and the next day we got some answers. But before I tell you the answers, he sent us a voicemail introducing himself.
My name is Jonas Wiedner and I am 42 years old. I attended Geschwister-Scholl Comprehensive School from 1993 until my graduation in 2002. Back then, there were 2 bilingual-only classes and 4 regular classes. We were just the second year the bilingual option was offered. The bilingual classes were B and E as in bilingual English. I was in class 5B to 10B. After graduating university and collecting some work experience abroad, I have returned to Moers together with my family. I have 2 adorable children, a son and a daughter, and a great wife. I work as a business consultant specialized in procurement and purchasing strategies and organization.
Now on to the questions. The first question, how long were you in a bilingual class? Mr. Wiedner was in a bilingual class from 5th to 10th grade. Second question, was it hard to be a bilingual student? I can't remember difficulties during bilingual time, although I hated doing vocabulary or homework. Third question, what was your favorite subject in the bilingual lessons? I was introduced to humanities and social science. However, if I had to pick one, I will pick history. Fourth question. Who was your favorite teacher in the bilingual lessons? I had Mr. Wolf for 5th grade, Mrs. Kruse for 6th to 10th grade, Mr. Fabricius for 11th grade, and Mrs. Gunster for 12th to 13th grade in English. Sixth question. Were you good at English before you were in an English class? I had no experience with any foreign language, including English, but my first language I learned was in the 5th grade. Now I want to tell you something, how important English is in Mr. Sweetner's life. English is the common language in the global business. In the mornings, Mr. Wiedner talks to Chinese salesmen, and in the afternoons to a client from the US. Price negotiations with Eastern European suppliers are of course held in English. A better knowledge of the language sometimes gives Mr. Sweetner the small edge he needs to achieve the best result for his clients.
Hello and thank you for coming to this interview. My name is Milo.
I'm very happy to be here.
And my name is Matej, and we have some questions for you.
Go on.
So when did you start at our school?
I started here in 1993.
Okay. Why did you choose bilingual classes?
I didn't really choose it at that time because we didn't really know much about bilingual schools at that time. So I just wanted to be here at that school, and so it happened that I'm in a bilingual class.
Okay. Did you enjoy the bilingual classes?
Yes, of course. It was so much fun.
Did you have lots of lessons in the afternoon like we have?
Yes, of course. I think we had 2 or 3 days a week where we were here until 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Is there anything special you want to tell us about your bilingual group?
Not specific about the bilingual group because our class was from 1993 to 1999 always the same, and I think we were so good together and we really had fun together. We also had fights together like every student, I think. But until now, we are still in contact, and I think it was just a great community.
Okay. What did you like about bilingual classes, or what did you not like about it?
Oh, I only liked it. There was nothing I didn't like, because at that time I was a big wrestling fan, and it was all in English. So learning English in school was really something I wanted to do, and I always enjoyed it. So there was nothing I didn't enjoy.
Okay. Does your knowledge of English help you now?
To be honest, no, not at my current job, but I'm still watching movies and series always in English on Netflix and Disney and stuff. And I can help my daughter, who's 10 years old, and she's now at a comprehensive school in Dorsten. And yeah, so this is how it affects me now.
Great. If you were in the 5th year again, would you choose bilingual classes the second time?
Of course.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Thank
that
you
was our interview.
Thank you for your time.
So let's get started. When did you start secondary school?
I started secondary school in 2011.
Okay. How often did you have English lessons in a week?
I had a lot of them. I had the normal English lessons, then history and also geography in English.
If you had kids, would you recommend them to pick English Billy class?
Yes, I would, because it's a great experience to better your English skills.
Okay, that's all. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hello, my name is Ella. I'll ask you some questions. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Thema.
Okay, I'll be starting with questions. It will only be 3 questions.
Alright.
What did you like about Billy classes?
I would say I really just liked speaking English. Ever since I was little, I used to watch every movie and every shows like in English. So I would say I just really enjoyed the language.
Nice. That's nice. Who was your favorite English teacher?
Mrs. Palmer, of course.
Okay. Did you like the afternoon English classes?
Yes, I really enjoyed them.
Okay, that will be it for the questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ella. I'll ask you 2 questions. What's your name?
My name is Julina.
Okay, that's a very nice name, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll be starting with the first question. Why did you pick Billy class?
I liked English very, very a lot when I was a kid, so I wanted to improve my English with bilingual classes.
Okay, this is the second question. Who was your English teacher?
In English, I had Miss Beekman. In history, I had history also in English. I had Miss Vollmer. And in geography, I had Miss Michael.
Okay, that will be it for the questions. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Kruse. We have questions for you. What is your age?
Right now I'm 71 years old. I will be 72 very soon.
Okay. Why did you start with English bilingual?
Well, I was already teaching at this school, and when the bilingual program started, I was very happy to find out what it was like working with students in a bilingual class, and I enjoyed it.
Okay. What was your age when you start the first day at your job?
Oh dear. Well, Referendarzeit, I think 26, and regular job 28. Yes.
Okay.
Hello, good morning, Mrs. Kruse. I have another questions for you. My first question is, what did you teach also at the school?
All right. So English, and then I taught Pädagogik, which is taught in the Oberstufe in the last 3 years of school.
That sounds excited. Good. My second question is, what is your nickname when you have one?
My nickname? No, I don't have a nickname, I must say.
Okay. Then the last question, how was it teaching an English bilingual class?
I enjoyed it very much, I must say, because the students were more interested in English than in other classes, although my last class here was not a bilingual class, and they were also very good. Mrs. Vollmer later met my students, Timon, Corvin, etc.
Yes, I remember them.
And they were very nice students and also interested in English.
Okay, that's the interview.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hello, Mr. Weber.
Good morning, Über. You too.
We're interviewing you today. The first question is, could you introduce yourself, please?
Of course. My name is Oliver Weber, and I am the principal of the Geschwister-Scholl-Gesamtschule here in Moers.
Cool. Were you jung or bilingual class?
When I was In school by myself, I did not have any bilingual classes or extra courses. I just had the normal, regular English lessons.
Cool. What are you thinking about of the promotion of the English language at a school?
I think that bilingual courses or classes are a very good point for our school, because we can invent additional English courses, additional English lessons for our pupils, so that they get used to speak more in English. And this is a value that you cannot pay in money for being later in the job or something like that.
Would you recommend the bilingual classes?
If you are a student who likes to learn a foreign language, then I would recommend it. But if you are a little bit lazy in doing vocabulary or something like that, I think it would not be the best choice for you as a pupil.
Do you think our school should offer these classes in the future?
Of course. I think this is one of our highlights in our school program, and I think that we should try everything to keep bilingual classes at our school. Maybe we can change one or the other subject. So maybe geography will or could be replaced by another subject in the near future, or we could add another subject at the 10th grade. For example, in this year we will have computer science in English and not, as usual, geography.
Do you want to promote the English language at our school more?
Yes, I would like to have more activities for bilingual classes or courses, because they work hard for getting more knowledge of the English language, and so they could get a benefit out of it.
Cool. Okay then, thank you very much for that interview.
You're very welcome.
Das ist das Ende des bilingualen Podcasts. Wir hoffen, es hat Ihnen sehr viel Spaß gemacht und wir danken Ihnen fürs aufmerksame Zuhören. Für mehr Fragen melden Sie sich bei unserer netten Lehrerin Frau Vollmer. Schönen Tag noch.